Welcome to OWAD Today. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue exploring housing or shelter related Chinese characters. The shelter I'm talking about is this cover with the chimney on the top. And today we have underneath it, if you know Chinese a little bit, qi, that means odd, wonder, or strange. Many other meanings, but if you check Google Translate, put in this qi, probably that's the top few concepts that show up. So when we put qi, this odd, plus the shelter together, somehow it became male. How does that happen? And the pronunciation is ji. Okay. Let me unpack this here. This is the original shelter symbol that 2,000 years ago Xushen dictionary recorded. And you can see it has the walls and the roof. And in today's version, the walls got simplified away. We only have a cover. And then inside, instead of having this big symbol that in simplified and traditional Chinese, both of them look like exactly the Chinese character of big, the 2,000 years ago dictionary got it almost like a airplane shape. It's hard to say, like from English equivalent of what kind of symbol is that. I couldn't even think of any company icons that looks like that. Well, this character versus da. We know if we trace back to the 2,000 years ago dictionary, the da symbol is made of this curves with one horizontal line. So basically it means combine two parts into one. And there is this two parts. It's symmetrical and it's continuous curved line like this. Well, this doesn't look like that. It has a pretty sharp turn here from this vertical line to the side. So it's something different, even if visually it looks close enough. Therefore, the later, when we digitize it, especially, things got standardized. And this is a ready, available character that look kind of like that. And so this original version was replaced or absorbed into this standardized character da. But this, I've seen this shape in another Chinese character that means exiting. And exiting out of this cave. Well, I discovered this year actually that Chinese probably at the same time when the language was evolved at the beginning, the living quarters back then was not a self-standing house. That was a technique later developed. So humans, after their life stage as cavemen, there were only so many caves you can populate in there, right? So for agrarian society, or transitioning from the mountains, the caves, to a flat area where we can grow our crops, where people live. Before the technology of building a house, people live semi-underground, kind of expressed by this cave shape. Or it's more like a grave, except it's bigger. It has to be able to hold several house members in the same household. And that shape with the cover, which is this cover, was the original living quarter. And this shape was right above that grave / ancient apartment, not even building, underground structure. And I can imagine just a little bit, this shape actually is a person trying to scale out of the grave, that you have to use both your hands and feet to push against the wall or the sides of that grave, then to prompt yourself out. So imagine just to get out of your house, you have to put in so much effort. quite a cardio workout back then. But I assume back then people are fitter than today. But this shape just means people going out of their shelter, their home, getting out of home. Underneath it, this character, 可, in today's simplified version translation would be can, like yes, you can, the kind of can. It's made of the mouth symbol and this puff of air going zigzagging. So if you see a non-linear line, that's Chinese way to describe this air movement, aerodynamic. It doesn't go straight line. And then puffing all the way to the biosphere, or the sky or heaven or the upper boundary of human existence. And that is ancient times people praying or trying to kind of having a conversation between us with, the awareness or technology back then trying to survive in this condition. And people since then already know that nature, or we put today, is the ultimate kind of boundary that provides our living conditions. So we try to negotiate, right? Favorable terms. So the, oracle reading or the praying, all that effort is a type of environmental control. Okay. Today we put on AC, you can adjust. However, your microenvironment, ancient times, is humans out to this nature and can easily the whole tribe wiped out, right? So it was quite high stake, and I would imagine a more common practice back then, this puff of air going up, trying to, from the mouth, verbalize our wishes, our desires, trying to survive. So that symbol originally means praying or gasping or expressing the awe. It's a human's response to nature. And then the result of that is going out of your home to explore. So that's my interpretation of what these two symbols stack up together means. It is your cognitively recognized there's a whole big world out there, something wonderful, could be dangerous or mysterious, but as humans, we keep explore. We have to go out of our shelter. And together, this character means wonder. That's very close to the original meaning. That's the human in face of nature's wonder. We go out. We got our curiosity and therefore we explore. We're climbing out of the cave, right? And, or becomes odd. It becomes like, I guess, eventually, as you go older and then you have seen things, so things are less likely to excite you, to make you wonder, to make you go out, explore. So this eventually becomes the concept of odd, means it doesn't happen that frequently. Okay, so together, this odd or unusual situation described by the behavior, right? Two human behaviors under the shelter means you are going somewhere and taking shelter that's unusual, like odd shelter. So you don't live there. That's not a permanent resident, but you temporarily exploring the world and having to travel there and take shelter over there. Kind of ancient Airbnb situation. And that is, in general, we have to generalize the motion of you staying away from home to seek another shelter. And it just so happened when we were translating this character, mail, the whole mailing, which before email ever replaced the mail, that was the major communication way, right, with people far away places. So basically, what mail is, you are sending away your message instead of your person, your message away from home. So that's somehow it became the top meaning of associated with 寄. But if you look at the original meaning making process, the concept was way broader than just mail, some message away, envelopes away. Okay, so here, 3 examples. 寄钱, mail, money away. So that money was with you and you're sending it away. 寄宿, su means you're staying overnight. So the original meaning of you're staying away from home and you're staying somewhere else. That's 寄宿. 寄情, emotion. So you are sending away your emotion to something else. That's a Chinese way to say you play music or you calligraphy or you do go, whatever entertainment, you occupy your mind to help you temporarily package and mail your emotional processing onto something else. So use that as a emotional channel, or I'm not sure if it serves as a blocking, like a blockade, so you don't even think about it, unprocessed, or you simply channel it to other activities. And that's 寄情. It's kind of sending it away from you. We can send money, we can send away your staying over, and send away your emotions. And here we go. 寄. Thank you for your time. See you another day.